Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the data types in solidity smart contract. In solidity smart contract, data types are defined in two types: value types and reference types. First, the value types variables store their own data, whereas reference type variable store the location of the data. So first talk about the value types. So example of the value type variables are boolean, integer, address, bytes and strings, and enums. Whereas reference types variables are arrays, structure and mapping. Let's create a new file, data types.sol, and create a smart contract which will show all the data types. Data types demo. Okay, start with the bool, name it bool underscore var. Okay, this data type accepts only two values, true or false. Then we have integer, integer variable. There are two types of integer and uint. Uint is for unsigned integer variable. Name it integer variable. Integer takes a negative value, whereas unsigned integer is not taking a negative value. Then we will have an address. Address holds 20 bytes value, which represents the size of an Ethereum address. Address underscore var. Address can be used to get balance or to transfer a balance by balance and transfer method respectively. Okay, then we have bytes. And a string. Okay. Bytes are used to store a fixed size character set, while the string is used to store the character set equal to or more than a byte. The length of a byte is from 1 to 32, while a string has a dynamic length. And then we have enums. Enum is used to create user-defined data types, used to assign a name to an integer constant, which makes the contract more readable and maintainable. Then, so these are the value types. Now we are going to talk about the reference types. Reference type variable store the location of the data. So Let's start with an example. Uint 5 public array. Then we have struct uh, struct underscore var. Array is basically a group of variables of the same data type in which variable has a particular location known as an index. Whereas in a structure, in a struct, solidity allows user to create and define their own types in the form of a structure. The structure is a group of different types. Let me show you, like string title, string content, string price. I suppose we are creating a struct for a product. There's a title in it, there's a content and a price. Price to end. So as I said that it groups the different types. Then we have a mapping. So mapping is most used reference type that stores the data in a key value pair, where the key can be any value types. It's just like a hash table or dictionary as in other programming languages, where data can be retrieved by a key. So these are the different data types in the solidity smart contract that we are going to use in the future videos of smart contracts. One thing that I have to mention that we can also define integer going to like that, and as we have seen that it's supposed from 1 to 32 bytes, and uint is also support to 56. Basically int is equal to int 256. Also the uint is equal to uint 256. So where we are going to use integer int 8 or 16 or 32 bytes, where we want to, where we have anything where we want to save the cache. So it's all depend on the smart contract how we are going to write it. Let's just compile it and deploy it one time. Okay, as we know that all the variables, stored variable, have a function that solid smart contract created. Like we have address, the bool, the bytes, the integer, the string, and sign integer. These are all the default values of these data types. So we have learned about the different data types that we are going to use in future chapters. Thank you.